Imagine you spend 3 days designing a beautiful logo. You post it online, and the next day, someone downloads it. The person removes your name and sells it to a company. How are you going to feel? Are you going to feel sad, disrespected, or even cheated? Let me hear in the comment section. I have put together 3 PDF questions of this lesson. You can find the link in the description box, and every other ADS lessons in this channel, I have the questions on them. Find the link in the description box. Session 3, Lesson 3. Now, this is exactly why ethics and copyright exist in art and design. In our previous lesson, we learned about professional practice in art. Today, we are going to learn 2 powerful things every artist must know: the ethical values that makes a professional artist respected, and garners copyright law that protects your creative work. Lesson objectives. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to explain the meaning of ethics in art, identify important moral values artists should have, explain copyright and intellectual property, and also understand the dangers of plagiarism. So let's start with the first big question. What is ethics? In simplest terms, ethics are the moral principles that guide our behavior. It is the difference between what you have the right to do and what the right thing to do is. From an artist is your internal compass. This compass is built in your core moral values. Think of these as your non-negotiables. So we are going to focus on 3 big ones that can make or break you. Now, the first one is honesty, the second, originality, and the third, discipline. These are the 3 big moral values of every artist that every artist should possess. Now, the first one, honesty. This isn't not about just lying. In art, being honest means being true to yourself and your audience. It's about accurately representing your work. If you use, for example, AI to generate your background, is it honest to say that you painted 100% of the work of the background? If you're a photographer, is it honest to submit a heavy manipulated image? You see, honesty builds trust with your collectors, your clients, and your followers, especially if you have few followers. And so trust is your most valuable currency. So an honest artist does not claim someone's work as their own. For example, if you download an illustration from the internet and claims it's yours, you are being dishonest. Next is originality. This is a big one and it's often misunderstood. Originality isn't about creating something from absolutely nothing. That is impossible. You see, we all stand on shoulders of giants. So originality, your unique experience, your unique perspective, and injecting it into your work. Now let's consider this real situation. A student downloads a logo from Google, slightly changes the color, and submits it as a school project. Now the question, is this work a creative work or plagiarism? Pause the video and think. Let me also hear from the comment section. Now let's look at copyrights and intellectual property. Copyrights is a legal right that protects creators and their work. It means creators own the artwork and decide how it is used. So basically, copyright is a form of protection provided by law to authors of original works. Now you should underline original works of artists. So this includes your painting, your sculpture works, your ceramics works, your drawings, your digital arts, photographs, and even your design files. So the moment you create an original work and fix it in a tangible form, like saving that digital file or finishing that canvas or painting on a paper or on a card, even on a wall, like murals, you automatically own the copyright and you are protected by law. And that is what we call intellectual property. So what does copyright give you? So it gives you a bundle of exclusive rights. The right to reproduce the work, that's make copies. The right to create a derivative work, that's making a print from a painting. The right to distribute copies, and also the right to display your artworks to the public. So copyright gives you the options to do all these. So this means in most cases, if someone wants to use your work, the person have to do what? Seek your permission. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Let's talk about ownership. If you paint a picture in your bedroom, you own the physical painting and of course the copyright. But if a company hires you to design, for example, a logo for them, this is what we call work for hire. In many countries, including Ghana, unless you have a written agreement stating otherwise, the person or company that hires you to design the logo owns the right to the logo, not you, because you got paid for your service, but you lose the control over the design. So the company can use the logo to do any other thing that they want without asking your permission, because you have already given them your service and you got paid for it. Always clarify ownership before you start any project. Now this brings to us the elephant in the room: plagiarism. Plagiarism is representing someone's work or ideas as your own without their consent or without their permission or credit. That is what we call plagiarism. In the art world, it is a death sentence for your reputation. So plagiarism, you take the exact painting, trace it, change a few colors, and sign your name on it. That is theft. Digital arts implications. Today, digital technology makes copying very easy, and so artists must protect their work through watermarking, copyright registration, and licensing agreements. Let's take this short piece. Which of the following best describes plagiarism? A. Creating original artwork. B. Copying someone's work and claiming it. C. Learning from other artists. D. Selling your artwork. Put your answers in the comment section. Now, Ghana has a copyright law that protects creative artworks. That's the Copyright Act of Ghana at 690 2005. It provides works that are eligible for copyrights. So these are the works eligible for copyright in Ghana. So we have artistic work, musical work, sound recording, audiovisual work, choreographic work, derivative work, literary work, and computer programming or engineering softwares. So these are all areas that are protected by Ghana's copyright at 690 2005. Ethics teaches artists to behave responsibly, and also the three important values: honesty, originality, and discipline. And copyright protects the ownership of the work, and plagiarism is the unethical act of copying someone's work. think this is helpful, hit the subscribe button. I'm Jason Napa, your online art and design studio teacher. Please subscribe, and I'm out.